Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is my intermediate guide to using OBS. If you're brand new to OBS, then definitely start with my beginner guide that I have linked in the description. In this video, I'm going to go over how to adjust the quality and file size of your recorded video, how to pick the right streaming bitrate, how to record with multiple audio tracks, and a look at studio mode. First, let's take a look at adjusting your recording quality and file size. This can be done independently of your stream quality and just deals with locally recorded video. To start, open up your settings and go to Output. In the beginner guide, we had output mode set to simple. Flip that over to advanced and tab to recording. Double check that you're recording to the right folder and in the file type that you want. The good stuff is down here in this gray box. Under rate control, we have some options. Set that to VBR, which stands for variable bitrate. That means that your computer will use as much bitrate as needed to put out the quality of video that we set in the CRF section. Under bitrate, I just have 9999 in there to remind me that it doesn't matter. Don't bother with a custom buffer size and move on to CRF. CRF is your constant rate factor, and this is your tuning knob for video quality and file size. Higher numbers will give you a lossier video, but with a smaller file size. Lower numbers give you better quality video, but make your file size bigger. You want to experiment to find out what the right balance is for you. 19 is my low point, where I find my video recorded at 1080p 60 FPS to be more or less perfect. When I'm recording longer stretches of more casual video that's just for me, I knock that up to 26 so that my computer isn't working so hard and to keep the file sizes down. Of course, the second place to adjust video quality is in the Video tab, where you set your output resolution and frame rate. If you're having performance problems recording but you still want smooth video, try turning the resolution or frame rate down. Next, let's talk about choosing a streaming bitrate and quality. If you're live streaming, you want it to look good. How you go about making your stream look its best depends on a couple of factors. First, set your rate control under streaming to CBR or constant bitrate. Twitch requires it, and it's just generally a good idea for live streaming. With that out of the way, the first thing that you want to know is if you have transcoding options available to you from your streaming platform. Basically, if you're a partnered Twitch streamer or you're streaming directly to YouTube, that's a yes. If you are an unpartnered Twitch streamer, it's a no. What transcoding does in this case is let the viewer select the stream quality they'd like to view at. Let's say that we have two streamers putting out very high quality, high bitrate streams on Twitch. One of them is partnered and one of them isn't. Along comes Jimmy Viewer with his potato PC and his dial-up internet connection in rural Canada. On the partnered streamer, he can choose to turn down the stream quality so he can watch a smooth stream in lower res. When he tries to watch the unpartnered streamer, it'll only show him the high quality source stream and his connection stutters and buffers and he gets mad and leaves. If you are an unpartnered streamer on Twitch, you're much better off choosing a somewhat lower bitrate and quality so that more people can access your stream. My golden starting point recommendation for unpartnered Twitch streamers is 2000 bitrate, 720p, and 30 frames per second. That looks pretty good and runs smoothly for most viewers. If you're streaming to YouTube or you're partnered with Twitch, you're all set and can skip ahead to the next bit. The second thing that you need to know to pick a streaming bitrate is how good your internet connection is. Use a browser-based network speed test to find out your connection's upload speed. I'm lucky enough to have Fios, so my upload speed is almost 50 megabits per second. Any upload speed over 10 megabits per second is enough to not bottleneck you. Your maximum bitrate should be no more than 80% of your upload speed. If you have 3 megabits per second upload, your top-end bitrate would be 2400. If you have the transcoding and the upload speed, then you can use as much bitrate as needed and allowed for good video quality at your resolution. YouTube Gaming has a help page listing bitrate ranges for a variety of resolutions and frame rates. If you're streaming to Twitch, keep in mind that they have a max bitrate policy of 3500. Going higher than that is a violation of their rules and could get your channel actioned. YouTube is more flexible, but I'd still be cautious going above 9000 bitrate. I stream to YouTube with a bitrate of 5000. Alright, audio tracks. By default, when you record with OBS, all of your audio sources right here get flattened into one track in your output file. That means that if it was recording your mic and game music, and the game music was really loud, there's no way to fix that after the fact. To get around that, we can set up audio tracks. Under recording, we have checkboxes for audio tracks here. Let's check off 2 and 3. Under streaming, check 1. For this to work, both your recording format and editing software will both need to be compatible with multiple audio tracks. MP4 is generally your best bet. Now, save those settings and open up the mixer on the main OBS window. Select both sources to be in track 1 so that they go through to the stream. Put your mic on track 2 and then your desktop audio on track 3. Now, when you record, the audio is saved in 2 separate tracks that can be adjusted individually. Not all editing software can recognize these tracks, so if you only see one audio in your software, that's probably why. For example, Premiere Pro CC can see those tracks while Premiere Elements won't do it. Last, let's take a quick look at Studio Mode. This lets you set up your next scene while you're still streaming or recording before you switch to it. Clicking on Studio Mode will open up OBS into two windows. Your live scene is on the right, and your preview scene is on the left. Make whatever changes you like to your preview scene, and then press Transition and it'll go live. I personally don't use this at all, but if you make lots of changes to your scenes and scene swaps while you're streaming, it'll make your broadcast look much more professional. So that's my intermediate overview of OBS. I hope this helped you do whatever it is that you're trying to do. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!